everybody. So today we're going to have the next tasting of my porter. This version is with Crystal 60, Pale Chocolate Malt, and Coffee Malt. Bottled on 2/5/21, 5.32% ABV. Now I just did the 40L version of this, so I will have a side-by-side after this, as long as this is good. There is one, if you haven't been watching the other ones that I did with Steve, one of them didn't turn out. Okay hiss. Kind of smaller hiss, less of a hiss than the 40 version. A little bit of smoke out. If you want to know the recipe, I will put it in the description so you can see it down there. These are all small gallons, 1.25 gallons going into the carboy. Head is dissipating quickly, just like on the 40L version, if not even faster. Tannish colored head, not even a quarter finger of head. For the color on this one looks clear. We'll have to take a look in the side-by-side, but it's still got that dark brown color, but it looks clear. Nice dark amber hue. Looking at the light, especially on this side going forward. For you guys, if it'll focus, hopefully. It's not focusing, I don't think. Yeah, you're seeing it darker, almost a little darker than this bottle, from what I can see in the camera. We'll try it one more time. Now it's on my finger. That should be better. But yeah, I think it's darker. I guess I'll have to look at one of these videos when I edit it and see if you can actually see what I'm seeing. Okay, for the smell. Not like less of a coffee note, maybe a little bit more generic roast. Try that again. I still get that coffee that I got in the 40 version, like a light city roast coffee, but it seems like there's more sweetness in there. ABV's a little bit lower, so that would mean that there's more residual sugars when we compare this ABV versus the 40. But that little bit of sweetness could also be the Crystal 60. But yeah, that coffee aroma, maybe a little bit of chocolate roasted malt. It's definitely not as big in here. Let's go ahead and taste. Up front, a little bit more roasted sweetness, and that pretty much carries all the way to the end of the palate. Even into the aftertaste, roasted sweetness. A little bit of roasted coffee, very light roasted coffee. But that's about it. I think the aftertaste brings out more of that roasted coffee than anything once your palate starts warming up. So, well, we'll talk about it in the side-by-side. But it almost seems like that Crystal 40 might have muted the other malts that were used. At least from what I remember about the 40L version, this seems a little thicker. And I think, at least for me, the body's a little too thick for what I'm going for. I think most people would be fine with this. Yeah, it's almost like middle of the palate to the back of the palate. You get that coffee, but there's more sweetness in there. And because this one isn't at 5.9 like the other one was, you could say that's a combination of the Crystal 60 and under attenuating, or not letting it attenuate more to get it closer to that 5.9%. But yeah, overall, still a good beer. So yeah, if you've made something like this, leave a comment down below. If you like this video, check some more out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.